Hey Scorpios, I'm Drea with Abundant Life Divination, and this is going to be your month ahead reading for November 2022. We're going to take a peek at the energy surrounding you for the next month and see what messages Spirit has for you. So, Spirit wants you for the month of November to focus on home. Let's set that there and grab another oracle card and see what energies are surrounding this reading for my Scorpio collective. And what we have for you is orphaned. Okay, so Scorpio, starting off this reading, this has to do with home. And this could be a physical home or it can be more emotional, where home is something that we typically view as a safe place, as a place of comfort. It's our sanctuary. It can be with another person if it's not a physical space. It can be more emotional or mental. And what it feels like is that with the orphan card is that there is something being left behind. So I don't know if this is a physical move or if this is you feeling abandoned by someone or something, being forced out of your comfort zone, being forced out of a place that should feel secure and safe to you. But let's get into some tarot and see what other messages that Spirit has for you. And we're going to start with your energy coming into November 2022. What energy does my Scorpio have coming into the new month? Okay, and we got a couple that flipped out. Okay, we have the Lovers and we have the Six of Cups to clarify. Well, the Lovers is in reverse, the Six of Cups upright. So I feel, Scorpios, that this more has to do with your relationships with other people. And this does not have to be romantic. This can be platonic relationships. But with the Lovers in reverse, it feels like there's a disconnect. And with the Six of Cups that's upright, this is reminiscing. This is thinking about the past, right? The Six of Cups is typically represented by like a childlike energy where things are light, things are fun. You remember how things used to be. And so I feel like there's somebody in your life that you care about, that you love, that you are experiencing some sort of disconnect from right now. And you keep going back to the way things used to be. So it's a very sad, it's a very wistful energy, I think, that we're experiencing for you right now in the month of November, or at least coming in. Now, what you might think about moving past or leaving behind. Let's see what my Scorpios should think about leaving behind or moving past. We have the Six of Swords upright. So the Six of Swords really represents moving from a rough place to something that's a lot more calm, that is a lot more stable. And so it feels like initially when it comes to this relationship that the chances of reconciliation don't appear that great. But let's see if we can clarify and see if there's another message that comes out of this. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which represents work. It's an investment of time. It's an investment of energy. And what it feels like, Scorpio, is that maybe this relationship with this person has run its course. That it feels like you may be in a place where you think that if we keep working at this, if we keep putting in effort, if we keep putting in time, if we keep doing, then, we'll be fine. Everything's going to be good. And I almost feel like Spirit is saying that it's going to take a near impossible amount of work to get this back on the right track, or at least to get it back to where things may have been in the beginning. So that might not be what you all want to hear, But yeah, it's just it doesn't seem like there's too much that you're going to be able to do to fix this situation. So, how you can get the most out of this new month, we have the Magician in reverse. So, when the Magician is upright, it is really about, someone who is using all of their gifts that they have. They're using all of their experiences, they're using all of their skills and abilities to accomplish something. But the Magician can also be about manipulation. So when we have it in reverse, I think getting the most out of this month, I almost feel like Spirit is telling you to save your energy. That this energy should not be sort of floated out to this other person. Like there are better uses of your skills, of your time, of your emotions. And all of this work, there are some people who resort to some interesting tactics when they, want to get someone back in their life, or they want them to come around to a particular point of view. And I feel like Spirit is saying, please don't do that. Like that's not going to serve you. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is super abundant, right? And they are ready to give to other people. They have enough for themselves. They have enough for everybody else. But having this in reverse, I really feel like Spirit is saying, please keep your pentacles to yourself, right? Because we already saw what Spirit sort of wants you to think about letting go of or moving beyond. And that's putting in all of this work to try and get to a calmer, better place when it just doesn't seem like that's what's supposed to be happening right now. It doesn't seem like that's the path that you're on. So making the most out of this month, it feels like a very quiet energy. And admittedly, Scorpio, it feels a little bit sad. It feels a little bit heavy, but there's still very much a bit of a spark of optimism. I think that, at least I feel, that things are going to be okay, but it's going to require you, I think, moving past this person and the situation, beginning the sort of phase where you're starting to heal, where you're starting to recover from this. Now, something that you should explore, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is about change, right? It's about the wheel of fate turning. And it almost feels as though right now you are resisting this change that's happening. You're resisting the separation from this person. And it feels like Spirit wants you to ask yourself why. Because this feels like sort of the natural course of things. It almost, I have the distinct sense that, rejection is Spirit's protection. It almost feels as though Spirit is trying to protect you from this person, or maybe not even the person, but the situation with this person. And it's like, why are you so hung up on them? Why are you in a place of sort of refusing to let them go? And we have that clarified by the Sun. And something else I think that Spirit wants to ask you is that while you're staying stuck here, why you don't want to let this go, where does your happiness lie? Because I think that currently you're not happy with this situation, with this person. Maybe you were in the past, but it feels like things have happened that have diminished that over time. And Spirit wants to challenge you and say, are you truly, truly happy with this person? Do you, given everything that's happened in this place that you are in now, do you think that you would truly be happy with them going forward? And I suspect that with the amount of work that you would have to put in, that you would have to keep putting in, the answer is no. It really, because you would be on this wheel of constantly working, working, working. And I don't know that you would ever have the opportunity to sit back and just enjoy. It would just, you be, constantly putting in this effort, putting in this work. Oy. So something for you to be mindful of for this month. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. There's sadness here, Scorpio. I recognize that the Queen of Wands is someone who's fiery, someone who's excited. So you might go through your feels, right? It feels like you're going to have those, is it 5 stages of grief, that you sort of go through as you come to a place of accepting what's going on. But I do think that ultimately with the High Priestess, that that this is for the best. That that this separation, that that you're moving on and you're going through your healing process is going to come out better for you on the other side. Because whatever has happened in here, right, where there's this separation and you're reminiscing and knowing the amount of struggle to just get you to a calm place, not even necessarily a happy place, a blissful place. Because if you'll notice, the 6 of Cups, the reminiscing, that's the only cup card that came out. The only one. And cups are all about emotions. It's about love. It's about feeling. There are no feeling cards in here except the one of looking back at the past. So, Scorpio, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a little bit rough, I think. I also think that you'll get through it. This energy that you may be inclined to put towards this person, this relationship, would be better suited going towards you, quite frankly. And here we have another message from Spirit. Make a plan. So, as you sort of go through this process of accepting and healing and all of that, do what you can to try and dull some of the pain that you might be feeling. Go out with your friends, take a class, go to the spa, take yourself out to dinner, go to a museum, watch Netflix, do things that I don't want to say make you feel happy, but are enjoyable enough for you to get your mind off of this. And the more you do that, the more you focus on yourself, day by day by day, you'll start feeling a little bit better, right? You're taking the focus off of what used to be and what could be, and you're focusing it back on yourself. Like, well, this is where I am right now, so I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to treat myself kindly. And I'm going to make sure that I get through this as whole as I possibly can. So, maybe talk to your friends about how you're feeling. Talk to your family. Allow yourself to lean on them for a little while until this sort of shock, this sort of emotion starts wearing off a little bit. And, it'll never go away fully. I'm sure you'll think about it from time to time. But in the immediate future, it's important for you to take care of yourself and sort of map out what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. So maybe you get up and you walk for 15 or 30 minutes, right? Something that you do for yourself. So make this plan about how you're going to navigate through all of these feelings. I know it feels a little bit rough. It feels very sad, but I promise you, Scorpio, you are going to get through it. And reinvesting this effort into yourself as opposed to this other person is going to pay far more dividends than you can imagine. So that's what I got for you. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you on the next one.